of the admissions application. My name is Kay. I'll be hosting the session, and then we have Ms. Laura Hare, who will be answering the Q&A section. Everyone in the session is muted, so if you have any questions, please make sure you go ahead and type your questions into the Q&A section, and we will definitely get back with you, okay? All right, so we'll wait a few minutes just to see if anyone else pops in. I need just a couple more moments. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so today we'll be discussing the basics on completing the admissions application, additional requirements to complete the application, as well as the next step to get enrolled in classes. Don't worry, it's not really hard. I think probably the hardest thing you'll have to do in here is provide an ID for most of you. And then if you have any additional questions, we do have staff that will be assigned to you to kind of help you through the process. Okay, so completing the admissions application can be done online by following the link on our website called Apply Now. And it's down at the top of the front of the page, or you can download a hard copy of the version. We have both links listed there for you. On that page, you will find a list of various forms that you might need as well. That would be our forms and downloads. So let's get started on the online form. Go ahead and go to the website, scottsdalecc.edu. You want to choose the blue Apply Now button. All right, so you will be directed to the admissions application for Maricopa Community College District. While working through the application, you will be asked which college or colleges in Maricopa that you wish to attend. You will see on this page 4 different versions of the application. If you are planning on pursuing a degree or take credit-bearing classes, even if you are not pursuing a degree or certificate, you will need to complete the new student or returning student application. If you will be a high school student taking college courses through your high school, you will need to complete the first-time dual enrollment. And the last option for individuals who are just taking non-credit summer classes, such as our fitness center or membership summer camps. Today, we are going to concentrate on the new student application. As a note, if you have previously completed college credits at one of the other Maricopa colleges and already have an MEITN password, you would complete the returning student application because you already have an account with Maricopa colleges and just need to be admitted to Scottsdale. So for the most part, it is self-explanatory, but we'll go ahead and go through it just so you guys can follow along, okay? So the first question asked is if you have an email address for Maricopa colleges. It ends in @maricopa.edu. Or if you have a student ID number, or if you have ever attended any of the Maricopa colleges. If you answer no to all of the questions, then go ahead and choose no. If you have, then go ahead and select yes. If you're not sure, go ahead and click on the not sure button. You'll be directed to several short questions that will help determine if you have an account with us, okay? So right now, we're going to assume that no is the answer to those applications, those questions.
Excuse me, Kay, the screen is not changing the PowerPoint pages. Did you intend for that to happen?
No, that just kind of happened. All right, give me a moment. Let me see.
Just want to make sure that our participants can all kind of follow along.
Are you guys seeing it change now?
Nope, all we're seeing is the welcome page.
The starting new application?
Nope, don't see that. Would you like me to pull it up?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. Let me get it available. Assuming I can find it.
Sorry about that, guys. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. It was just a couple minutes to get readjusted.
Okay, are you seeing the page now?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
All right.
we're on the next page, right? So we just finished?
We're on the create student account right there.
Okay.
All righty, guys. Sorry about that. So here we go. So now we are on the page where we're basically creating your profile. So you'll have to enter your name, your date of birth, social security number, as well as set up a password. So I just want you guys to pay attention right here because everything that has an asterisk is required, okay? If you don't have a middle name or choose not to enter your middle name, make sure you go ahead and click the no middle name button. And then additionally, this application, after you, if at any time you decide to exit and save it, it's only available for 3 days. So if you come back after the 3-day mark, you're going to need to redo it, okay? All righty, let's go on to the next page. All righty. So you'll be asked to provide a phone number and a type of phone number, landline, cell, in addition to give permission to send or to give permission or not to send text messages to cell phone numbers. Choose the box. You are not a robot. That's very important. They will not let you go on if you don't check that box. After checking that you are not a robot, then you are going to create your username. All right, and then after that, we're going to do your password. So we suggest you make a note of the username that you created. Again, then enter the password according to the rules that are provided. You'll see those different qualifications below. You will also be asked to choose questions from the security bar if needed. All righty, and we don't keep the passwords in our system, so make sure you guys make a note of what password you created. All righty. The recovery questions will be there in case for some reason you do not remember your password. All right, let's go on to the next one. Next, we'll have the personal information section. So after you complete setting your password, questions will be asked about your demographics. Make sure to complete all of the information correctly, okay? All right, that was a short slide. The next one. Okay, it is important to answer the next sections correctly, as they will impact the tuition rate that is charged. So tuition rate, it's the amount of money that you will pay, okay? So versus your in-state, out-of-state, or if you qualify for the Western Undergraduate Exchange. One important question you will be asked is if you'll be residing in Arizona while you're attending the college. Scottsdale Community College is only authorized to allow students living in Arizona at the time of attendance in classes. We are not authorized to allow students living outside of Arizona to attend our college. If you are residing outside of Arizona, we suggest you contact our sister college, which is Rio Salado, who is authorized to have students outside of Arizona. If you answered yes to the question, you will see 2 boxes pop open. One asks which county you reside in, and the second asks when you arrived. This when you arrive question is very important, as the rule for determining residency is that you have to be here at least 1 year prior to the start of the term for which you're attending. So for example, If you're trying to come in for the fall of 2020, which I believe starts mid-August, you would need to at least have been here prior to mid-August 2019, okay? And then if you have been in Arizona your whole life, simply enter your date of birth. Okay, the next section asks questions about your legal status in the United States as per Arizona state law. All students must indicate their citizenship status and provide proof of the status before they can be eligible for tuition benefits. So if you choose not to answer that citizenship question, you will most likely be charged at an out-of-state rate. Okay, the next slide is our educational background and interests. If you are attending Scottsdale Community College under a special program, please indicate that information at this point. If you are not attending under one of these programs, you can skip this question. Okay, so this next question helps us to better understand what education level you have before coming to us. The correct answer will help us better serve you. If you are applying for financial aid, this question will also be important in determining what type and how much financial aid you're eligible to receive. Please note, this question asks what levels of education you have, whether you've completed college, so some college, if you're fresh out of high school and you haven't attended any college at all, if you've had some college experience in high school, or if you're brand new, okay? So, for example, if you just started at the community college level and took a break for a couple of years, you would be considered some college, no degree. Let's say you went on to ASU to complete your bachelor's and then decided you wanted to come back and do a teaching associate. You would want to choose bachelor's degree, okay? So please note, excuse me, please note, if you have graduated from high school and are coming to Scottsdale to earn your associate, you will want to choose no degree or university, okay? All right, and then heading on to the next question. So next we will ask a question about your high school equivalency status. After answering these questions in the application, you can continue to the next session or you can save and exit. So this is the point where I mentioned before. If you choose to save the application and take a break for now, you can definitely do so. Just remember, you have to come back within 3 days to utilize the same username and password. If it's after the 3-day mark, you'll have to restart the application. We do highly suggest that in the beginning you take out enough time so that way you can go ahead and complete the application from start to finish. That way you don't have any issues when you try to return. Okay, so next we're going to be selecting the primary college, which hopefully since you're attending this session, it is Scottsdale. So this section allows you to choose your college and your field of interest. You will see new items populate in the application that you will want to choose a specific program for, degree, or study plan. You will also choose the term that you begin and if you plan to transfer to a university. So we'll definitely still ask you about transfer information. That way we know how to better assist you when you get ready to go to your academic advising appointment. After adding to your application, you will see what you have completed. If anything is incorrect at this point, make sure you go ahead and go back and correct it, okay? You will also be asked to agree or not to some disclosures. There are links with each statement so you can better understand the disclosure. So basically, if you have any questions on what's there, just go ahead and select the link and you'll have information popped up for you. So next, we're going to verify our identity. As you can see, there are 3 different ways to do it. So all students are required to provide a government-issued photo ID in order for their admissions application to be processed. This point in the application gives you the opportunity to upload the ID through your mobile device or your desktop. If you do not have your photo ID in a PDF or JPEG format, you can skip the application and do it later. If you decide to do it later, the link that you want to go to will be my.maricopa.edu/ID, okay? All righty, let's go on to the next one. So after submitting your application, you will see this page that includes your MEID, which is your username you will use while you're a student at Maricopa Colleges. The MEID will be used to access your student account and also various learning management tools that you will need during your courses. You will also see your student ID number that is attached to your student account. When contacting admission and records and other areas within the college, the student ID number will be used by staff to identify who you are. You will see your Maricopa student email account. All important messages will be sent to this email address. Remember, that is the one that's at maricopa.edu. We suggest you print this page and keep it in a safe place. In addition, you will see the phone number for the Admission and Records Office. Staff are available to answer questions to assist you with various admission, records, and registration processes. Okay, the next steps after completing the application are important and be completed immediately afterwards. If you are a new student who has no prior college credits or have just completed high school, you will need to provide your high school GPA, SAT, or ACT score reports for us to determine what level you place at for English, math, and reading. For more information on placement, you can go to our Scottsdale website, which is scottsdalecc.edu. Enter testing into the search box. We have also provided a workshop on placement. We suggest that you sign up for that session as well. After completing the admissions application, you can make an appointment with your academic advisor. The advising session is generally virtual or over the phone. You can find that if you go to our website again, scottsdalecc.edu. If you type in the word advising into the search bar, the second link that pops up will say advisor appointment. You'll see a list of subjects or field of interest that you can be interested in, and then just simply make an appointment with the corresponding advisor. If you are planning on using financial aid, this would be a great time to go ahead and complete your FAFSA. If you have any questions for financial aid, you can email them at finaid, that is FINAID, at scottsdalecc.edu. And then additionally, each of you guys will be assigned a special SCC navigator. The navigators will be reaching out to you guys afterwards as your personal assistant to help walk you through the admissions and enrollment processes. If you have any additional questions or need anything explained in further detail, please go ahead and let the navigator know. All right, and that concludes our session for today. So we'll go ahead and take a moment to see if we have any questions.
I am not seeing any. Did anybody have any questions?
Alrighty, so if you do think of any questions that you need answered, please feel free to reach out to the admissions office at 480-423-6100 or admissions@scottsdalecc.edu. Thank you and have a great day.
All righty, he's gone.